Hey, what's up, everyone? So it's the 2nd of November, and I sit here with a nice glass of red wine and a smile on my face. Not because I've had a green day, quite the opposite, in fact. I've had a really bad red day. And I'm laughing. Why have I got a smile on my face? I'm laughing at myself. Actually, just cheers, everyone. The whole point here is that there's a lesson to be learned today. Don't trade and drink. So the early session today, if you're unsure or you weren't on the live session when I did it, go back and watch the live session from first thing this morning, the opening pre-market on the opening this morning, 2nd of November. Go and watch that. You see, I finished $13,000 down, or over $13,000 down. Now, there's pros and cons to that. I know what I did right. I know what I did wrong. I'm not going to berate myself too much for that, because if things went in my direction, then I'd be sitting here pretty. However, that being said, throughout the day, after I closed the live stream this morning, I traded Boeing and traded it very well. It hit the scanners. And I'll tell you what I'll do, as I will show you the Boeing trade. I'll edit it so you can watch it in less than 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute trade. It's actually about 20 minutes trade. $12,000. So we got $13,000 down. And then I traded Boeing, and I got additional $12,000. And I will show that trade. Now, I came into Power Hour. We had the FOMC conference, and I managed to get, we were about $800 down on the day. Managed to get green during the FOMC conference. So I was streaming the FOMC conference live, the rate hike and everything else. And we managed to get green during that time, during the Power Hour. And I was a little over $1,000 green. And then a little bit of this, a little bit of the market behaving the way it is. And I took a trade on Roku. And I lost $18,000. So, and I'm laughing. And I shouldn't be laughing. And if I hadn't had a lot of this, I certainly wouldn't be laughing. So I traded Roku. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you what I did with Roku. And this is it's a categoric advertisement not to trade after hours with low volatility. Oh, sorry. Say volatility, I mean volume. Low volume, low liquidity, high volatility. Don't do that with a glass of wine, or more importantly, a bottle of wine in your belly. Because I lost $18,000, and the strange thing is I was about $14,000 up from taking the trade to losing. Very, very poor judgment from my point of view. I could have finished a really good day. Ended up I'm $15,000 down on the day, $18,000 down on Roku. I traded Etsy after hours as well to try and get back. I managed to make $3,000 up on that. I was about $5,000 up on Etsy in total, between realized and unrealized. But once it started to kind of reverse, I exited it for a little over $3,000 up. Made almost, well, over $13,000 because I went short on Boeing as well as long. So over $13,000 on Boeing, but $18,000 down on Roku. And that's why we finished $15,000 down on the day. We put us red on the month. Granted, it's the 2nd of the month, so I'm not too worried about that. It's the 2nd of the month. Puts us into the red on the month, and I think we'll finish the week green. I say that with optimism because I'm hoping that's going to be the case. But I'm not going to berate myself too much. I'm going to berate myself too much because I'm trading while I'm drunk. I should have locked once I got green, I should have locked my montage. But as soon as I started on the wine, and to be fair, I was streaming live. We're having a good chat. We're having a great time, and I enjoyed the banter. And yeah, it was streamed live, and I lost 18 grand live, 15 grand after I recovered another 3. You know what? it's only money. I say that with a blasé attitude, and I'm not even sorry for doing it because I enjoyed myself tonight. And what are you going to do with money if you can't enjoy yourself? We finished last month, 90,000 up on the month. And whilst that's 10,000 below the monthly goal for the year, I'm only beholden to myself. If I don't hit my 7-figure number on the year, there's no boss going to berate me. There's no, my ex-wife isn't going to, withhold sex or anything like that. There's only myself to beat up. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it all. I'm having a good year. I'm having a good, period at the moment. I will have a good November. I've just made a stupid decision to trade whilst drunk, and I'm making this recording whilst drunk. And don't do that, kids. Don't do that. Do as I say, don't do as I do. So yes, I've lost $18,000 on Roku. I made a little over $3,000 back on Etsy. But look, let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick summary look. So where are we? We started off. We traded Sonoma. So we got this move up. We had a pullback and then the move up, and we've traded this, and we've got $275. Huge in the grand scheme of things. No, huge move up here. We couldn't trade it until here. We could have got a lot more. Say if we trade it from 730 on the first pullback and then move up. We didn't. We got in about here. We held it, and then we got out here. So that was Sonoma for us. We looked at trading it later. Got it for scratch. Not really great. We're up and down with Sonoma. So that's Sonoma for you. What do we trade after Sonoma? Chegg. Where do I start with Chegg? So let's face it, Chegg, in the grand scheme of things, not a great trade for me. We got in at the top. After we've got the double, you look at the 5 minutes. So I am always one of these people that says trade on multiple time frames, but look at multiple time frames. So I got in on the 1 minute, and we got a pullback on the 1 minute, and it first candle make a new high, and I got in. What I didn't see was the obvious 5 minute reversal indicator, which was the bunny ears. Or, I say bunny ears, or the devil horns is probably a better description. The devil horns on the 5 minutes. And if I'd actually been paying attention, I'd have seen this and would never have taken a trade. I'd have been waiting for it to break new highs. No, I decided to take a trade, and it went against me, and we lost $7,000. $7,000. So because we went in big. We came back down. We got a bounce on the VWAP, so we went then re-entered as it rolled up, and we added to our position on the re-entry. Came back down and flushed down, and we exited our position just before the VWAP. So $7,500 down. We were going big, and to be fair, that's what I'm doing in November. I am trading a little bit more aggressively in November because I know that I want to meet my goal before December. I've got this 7-figure net number in my head that I need to hit. Don't need to hit it. Let's be honest. Let's face it. I don't need to hit it, but in my head I do. So I'm trying to trade a little bit more aggressive in November, which I didn't withdraw any gains from October. I'm trading with a larger account to see if that helps me. Normally, what I would do. So rewind. Normally what I would do on any given month, at the end of the month, I would withdraw all of my gains, all of my profits from the month realized, and I would start with a $30,000 account at the beginning of the next month. Not done that this month, so I've not withdrawn anything after October. So we finished with $90,000 profit in October. So we started with that. Over $110,000 in terms of net equity this month. That's where we started today anyway. So $110,000 net equity, 111,000, just shy of, is where we started today. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to use that additional equity, that larger equity position, to make larger gains for November, be a bit more aggressive, make a bit more money. And today was a categoric advertisement for don't do it whilst drinking wine. So anyway, back to what I was doing. Chegg. So Chegg reversed on us, we lost $7,500. Then we got in with, we saw a beautiful formation here on the 1 minute, sold off, we got in here, double bottom. So we were saw this double bottom, we were down, and then we looked for the ride back up, and the double bottom turned into a head and shoulders, and quite frankly, we're already down on this on this ticker. So we got in 949 on ARM. So we got in here, and it didn't play out as we wanted it to. So we wanted it to we got up. Our first entry was 23.94. So let's look at this. This is where we got in. Go figure. Because we got in here, and then we got 23.94, and it moved up and then sold off, and we lost $6,000 on it. So $6,000. We ended up here. We was holding it, and we added to our position on the way up. And we added to our position at 24.38. So here, yeah, we added to our position here, pulled back, and we got stopped out here because as it pulled back. Look, it happened. Nearly $6,000. So we weren't trading the best. We looked at the patterns. We were looking for the move up. We were looking for 25.50 based on the pattern, based on the depth of the head and shoulders that we saw. And it didn't transpire. It doesn't always transpire. It's about 85–86% effective. The head and shoulders pattern, or inverse head and shoulders, was what I was seeing. And it didn't go my way. Look, it happens. So we're $13,000 down. We traded, let's say, 3 stocks before I kind of locked it up. Then we traded Boeing, and Boeing went from strength to strength to strength. We traded Boeing here all the way up, and we made $12,000. I'll show you the Boeing trade. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll show you the Boeing trade first, in chronological order. I'll show you the Boeing trade, $12,000 worth of Boeing trade, and it got me within $800 of being green. It was a great trade. It recovered the majority of the losses. Then during the FOMC conference, I was up, I was down, I was 3,000 down, and then I was up, and then I got green. I should have, once I was green, I should have locked my montage. I said, okay, I'm green after being $13,000 down. That's a good day. Leave it at that. We've had 7 green days in a row. Make it 8. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't know who it was, mentioned after hours trading. And after hours, so I'm green coming into the after hours market. Up there, I traded it here, and then I traded it to the downside when the conference started here, and we managed to make $360 on the to the downside. Boeing, great, fantastic, wonderful trade. However, I then decided to take a trade with Roku. And I got in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 1 minute chart. So Roku, I got in, and my entry with Roku initially was, I'll tell you exactly what it was. You can watch it yourself. I got in at 54.92. So I got in here, 54.92. It moved up. It went up to $62. Not only did it go up to $52, I did not take profit, and that's my problem. And therein lies the issue. So I went up to 52, and then it sold off. It sold off hard, and it went down and continued to go down. So I exited, and we were $18,000 down. So $18,000. We're about a couple of $100 up. after being $13,000 down, I'm thinking, okay, I've had the wine, I've got the Dutch courage on me, let's trade some more. So we traded Etsy, and Etsy went up. So we managed to get $3,000 back on Etsy before it then started to sell off. So it pulled back, and that's where we got it. We got it. So we were up here, then it consolidated, and we were already in there. A little bit of profit. We're waiting for it, and then it moved up. So, and then when it started to pull back, we got out, and we made $3,000 profit on Etsy, and we finished $15,000 down on the day. We could have had such a better. We could have finished green on the day. We should have finished green on the day if I hadn't started on the red wine. Don't drink and trade, kids. This is the lesson today. So don't drink and trade. However, I'm not going to be drinking tomorrow morning. I will be trading 90 minutes before the market opens, so come and join me. In the meantime, enjoy these trade replays, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Nice. Nice, nice. Number 146. Come on. Nice. Maxed out, max buying power there. Utility on this. Megaphone pattern for me. Up between the spreads. Nice. You can get filled at the right time. Volatility on this scalping is huge. Back up. 46.40. Just underneath 46.40. I need to move back up over 46.50. Oh, this is lovely. This is. Go for 47. 147. Come on. 147. 148. Just lock some of that in. Leave this in now. I'll put a stop in place there. Leave this in there. $147. Stop. Put it 146.40. I could double down if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. 153.76 is the halt. This is looking good. This is looking very good. Nice, nice. Let's see if I can add to this. First pullback. I got stopped out. So 9 grand on that. 9.5 grand. That dug me out of a hole. I'm only 3.5 grand down now. So that's dug me out of a big hole. Still think there's volatility to be had on this. Can we get another dollar out of this? 1 minute. 150.11. Can we get 151? 150.40. 151. There we go. There's 151. Take. That's not good. $152. We get 152. And we get 152. No, I'll just take some off there. I'll leave 1,500 in. Take 500 off. So 11 grand on this trade. Still 1,000 shares. Maybe I should add back if it moves back up. Wanted 152. We'll get 150. Give me 152. Just going to take that off there. Showing a few signs of weakness, but look, I'm $1,000 down on the day after being over 10 grand down. Oh my goodness, what a difference half an hour makes. Not even. So after going $13,000 down on the day to getting a little over $1,000 down on the day, so recovering 12,000 if you will, And then during the FOMC conference, we recovered even that. So continued to trade our way into the green zone, $120 green. And then we took a drunken trade. So drinking the red wine, and we took a drunken trade with Roku. Here's how that panned out. Want to get some volatility? You got to be willing to take some risks. Oh, got in at 55. Roku. Are you selling off? Are you? Where have you gone? Roku. No, 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 Roku. You don't want to be going that direction. Why did I buy 2,500 shares of Roku at $55? I've just lost $5 a share. That's 15K. Oh, this is a classic case of don't drink and trade. I'm a bottle of wine down. There you go. I've just lost 15 grand.